Now, I don't know if I'm excited or nervous. There's a lot of firsts for me right now. First time I've ever had an RC airplane come in a wooden crate. First time I've ever had a Turbine F-16. First time I've ever had a turbine with thrust vectoring. And first time I've ever gotten a plane from this company. FTL Innovation's F-16. The box is monstrous. I mean, I could lay on this thing. It's kind of like the size of a coffin, which, weird analogy, but it's a massive box. I thought it would be fun to just kind of open it up with you guys, see how it comes. So let's crack it open, see what it's about. Now, this thing, I think the total weight of this crate is like 55 kilograms. So whatever that comes out to in pounds, absolutely monstrous, which is crazy because FTL Innovations is known to make the lightest turbine jets on the market. But the packaging is just absolutely massive. Now, you guys are going to see me throughout this video kind of pull my cell phone out and take videos of me doing stuff like this. And that's because I also post short form content. So I want to make sure that I have just a ton of footage. But I'm excited for this thing, man. And I know a lot of you guys watching this are probably like, dude, there's no way you are capable of flying a Turbine F-16. I agree with you. I'm terrified. But I am flying up somebody special to help me maiden this, so stay tuned for that. All right. Moment of truth. Now, this thing came a long way, so hopefully she is not damaged. And that is some serious packaging right there. Oh, let's go through it together real quick before we even take anything out. So we got, from what it looks like, a nose cone. Fuselage looks to be in one piece. Not sure what's in this box. This is some heavy, dense foam. Got a couple of boxes there. Now, while I was filming this video, I was under the assumption that this was a standard plug-and-play of a model this size, meaning it did come with servos, but I had to install them myself. What really set FTL apart, and I learned later on, is that their plug-and-play means that the servos and linkages come pre-installed, along with all the other electronic stuff, which I'm going to get into later in the video. Now, you can also get a ready-to-fly option that's going to come with the turbine itself. Now, I did opt to go with that turbine. It's not ready yet, so mine will be coming in the mail soon, and I'll talk about that later. Now, another cool thing about FTL Innovations is they have a couple of like options that you can get that are like, you know, they're standard options, but these things are all, they're all hand painted. So if you guys have an idea and you want to get like an F-16 that is 100% custom, as long as you send them detailed photos, you're going to be able to essentially take that idea you had and they're going to hand paint it on a jet like this. So I picked this jet. This is the one that I wanted. I thought the scheme was really cool. We need to be careful getting those out. I didn't even notice. It looks like our wings are inside of those. So let's definitely be careful pulling those out. Like I said, guys, I've never gotten a plane that came in a wooden crate. All right, so we got part number one. Let's get our wings out. Wing number one. Wing number two. Now, guys, a little bit about FTL, man. They're just, you know, aviation enthusiasts. They started making jets for themselves, realized that, you know, they were really good at it. They'd go to the field. People would want, you know, a jet made custom for themselves. And then it turned into a business. I don't know if I like that. The FMS stand is a little sketchy. Stay. All right. We got our vertical stab, one horizontal stab. Look like some wing spars. Here's our other horizontal stab. Is our crate empty? I want to get this thing out of the way. And we got one more box that I think is glued in here. So let's just open it up and we'll take out what's inside. There's nothing in this box. For shipping purposes. All right, let's go over it, man. Let's see what kind of high quality stuff we got. As I said, my first ever composite jet. So I'm excited to fly it, see how it flies. I'll tell you what, man, like for the size of it, look at how beautiful. The fact that this is all hand applied, you know, the red, everything's hand painted. And my, so guys, the servos that are in here, I'm running Theta servos. FTL is like the, I guess, worldwide exclusive distributor for Theta. Theta servos are like crazy legit. I put them in my new MB339. The price point, the speed of them, the reliability of them, and there's an app so you could, like, you know, fine tune everything via the app. Just all in my opinion, probably the best servo out there. A lot of you guys watching this are probably like, dude, there is no way you should be flying a Turbine F-16. Again, I agree with you. But we are progressing, so we're getting a little better every day. Composite jet, powered right, CG'd right. It should be a beautiful flyer. I'm going to be running Synapse, you know, Spectrum, 20-channel receiver with the new Synapse gyro, so it should help us out. Although, the way these are, they do not need gyros. Like, I've seen this jet fly. That's what ultimately led me to get one. They are just beautifully flying. The gyro that I'm adding is strictly just for my nerves, I guess. Look at that. Where are the servos? They're built into the wings? Oh no, so it's going to be on the fuselage. All metal. This is a piece of artwork. All of this is hand painted. This isn't a decal. They hand paint all this. So what I mean, if you guys are like really into like some special scheme that like you don't think you would ever be able to paint, these guys are doing it, man. Send them exactly what you've envisioned and they're going to bring it to life. So that's one wing. Now, why am I doing this in my kitchen? It's 28 degrees outside, Fahrenheit. I would much rather be doing this outside where I could set a camera up and have a little more space, but unfortunately, the weather in New York is not allowing us to do that. So we are in the house trying to keep warm. When I maiden this thing, it's probably going to be the same. It's going to be cold. So that's it. Winter is here. And the kid that I'm having help me maiden this is from Texas, so he's definitely not used to the cold. That is gorgeous. Maybe I should have put myself on the bottom of the wing. Next one. I'm definitely getting another one. It's going to be a J-inspired paint job. Oh, she got a little weight to her. Like I said, the fuel tank's in. Servos are installed. Really, all I got to do is add my receiver, put the turbine in, program it up, and this thing is ready to fly. It's opening a Christmas present. Put that down. We'll go over this because you just need to admire the beauty of this thing for a second. Woo. Now, guys, like this scheme, like it's blue on the bottom right on the top. You are going to have no trouble seeing this thing in the air. You see just how high quality. So again, there's the servos. So that answered that question. All metal, you know, Theta's top notch. All metal in there. Right here, the stabs. Full moving stabs, just beautiful, man. And then let's come to the back. So like I said, I have thrust vectoring, which is crazy. You know, that's going to add to just the all-around flight capability of this thing. Right here, let's see if we could open this up. Not even going through the instructions. All right, let me not break anything, but I do want to look inside. Now, if you opt for the plug-and-play version and you want to use your own turbine, you will need that UAT. If you're going to go with the Vortex turbine that's meant for this jet, you actually don't need that UAT, but I'm not going to talk about that until my turbine comes. They pre-install the gear controller, the brake controller, and that light controller, our fuel tank, our exhaust pipe. So all the hard stuff that typically takes time is already done for you. A lot of these jets that you guys see are going to come with, like, you know, a lot of carbon fiber and all kinds of fancy stuff inside. FTL's main purpose of building these jets is to make them as light as possible. So, you know, if I want to go, I could, you know, add some filler, like, you know, to make it look all carbon fiber and all fancy. But their objective is the lightest possible flying weight, perfectly powered, just to give you all around good flight experience. So that's why inside you see kind of the wood. If you want to just cover that out, you can make it look fancy. But I mean, look how beautiful. They did a good job too. All the wires are nicely ran. All I got to do is connect my hoses and add the turbine, and looks like she's ready to go. If I want to put this together, which I'm not going to do right now, this thing would be together, ready to fly in probably under an hour, because the servos are ran already. But I mean, we can see just how big she is. Again, I got to get a little pilot for this. We will. The Ben, who's a friend of mine who you know, works with FTL, he wants me to make this FPV, which is crazy. I would never fly a turbine jet FPV, but they do. I'll leave some links to their stuff below. You can check them out on YouTube. So let's see what's in this box. So not exactly sure what these are. They might be like battery stuff. All right, so yeah, no idea. Looks like some kind of switch mount, maybe goes in where the turbine goes. These are going to be the ventral fins, so I have to install these. They probably didn't want to put them on because these definitely would have got damaged in shipping. So these are going to go on the back here, slide in. I'm not sure how they get, you know, put on, but that makes sense. So it looks like the batteries are going to sit up front in the nose. The nose looks to be quick release. So that's going to be like that. Is that the only damaged thing? Little piece of wood there. Yeah, so that's going to get screwed in. The screws are already in place. Looks like we're going to slide that in. And yeah, the batteries are going to sit up front. This slides over. Just like that. And just like that, we have the nicest RC jet in my collection, the 1/7 scale FTL Innovations F-16. FTL, man, they really pride themselves in making the highest quality, lightest airplanes. And when you guys see the price tag of these things, just know that freight is included. So you're going to get it in one of these shipped to your door for that price. Now, being the size of this and the weight, it's going to be probably the nicest flying F-16 on the market. I'm excited to see this thing in the air. For the first time ever, I am not going to maiden my own airplane. So when you see this thing take off for the first time, just know it's not me on the sticks. That's because when a plane is this nice, and I know how much time went into setting one of these up, I don't want to be the guy that does something wrong programming, or if CG is a little off, I don't want to crash this thing. So somebody that has been flying turbine jets like this or even bigger, I'm not going to tell you guys who it is just yet because I want to make a video when he flies up to help me maiden this thing. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But I just want to give a shout out to FTL because between the jets that they're making, the turbines that they're now offering are going to be the easiest turbines to ever set up, right? There's two things going in. You have a fuel line and you have a battery. The computer is built into the turbine. The fuel pump is built into the turbine. So aesthetically, like when you set your jet up, it's going to be a nice clean installation. And for somebody that like really doesn't understand all the wiring and stuff like that, it's just going to make everything so much easier. So that's great. And Theta servos. Like I said, I put them in my MB339. For the price, you're getting a super responsive, reliable servo, which I love. And again, the app, you could program everything. So FTL really stepping it up, making good partnerships. I'm excited to see them kind of disrupt the industry. You know, they're making these composite jets. I know a little bit more that they have going on. I don't know if I'm allowed to share it, but I can tell you they're coming in and they are not going anywhere. So excited to be a part of kind of what they have going on. Excited to get this thing set up. And yeah, stay tuned because a lot of content with the F-16 and FTL Innovations as a whole is coming. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Till next time.